So in this video, we are going to discuss about the design thinking approach to smart patient monitoring systems. Nowadays, each and every hospital is having their own setup. Especially for IoT systems, they are having their own IP address. Based on the IP address, they can able to monitor the health status of the patients. This system will be very useful for the patient who are admitted in emergency situations and ICU unit, so that we can able to handle or know the status of the particular patients by typing the IP address of the concerned patient ID, so that they can able to monitor all those things. So in this video, we are going to perform a different role play of this IoT systems like doctor, nurse, and biomedical engineer, and IoT data engineer and data analyst. So like this, we need to act as a different role play of this IoT unit. Let me see how these role plays will play an important role in design thinking different five stages of DT stages, empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. So how these stages will be act as a role play unit. Let me see how this will be done.
Firstly, I act as a doctor, and mainly in the empathize part. Uh, so many patients have been suffering from so many things, like they can't predict what the things have been going through. Like suddenly, some things, some maybe BP may be low, and it can't be predicted and it can't be identified in certain cases. So, based on this smart patient monitoring system,
So doctors are the main key role, those who verify the concerned patient status without knowing the status of the systems.
yes, sir. So in the same case, so many patients have been suffering from those things, like they are getting suddenly heart attacks and so many problems like this. The hospital have been facing so many things in the current situation. So based on these systems, we are identifying the new prototypes, new ideas, and which can be useful, which can be used as a vital signs and etc. and all the things.
So in empathy part, I act as a nurse. As we all know, nurse is to see the patients as they have a many workload and delays. They can't see them proper tests like heart rates, BP, and due to a manual thing, more errors are occurring. So they are saying that we need a smart monitoring system.
So because in every hospital the nurses act as a key role, uh, whenever the emergency situation happens, the nurses only going to help the concerned patients and they are monitoring the status of the patients.
So, as a biomedical engineer, my role is to bridge the gap between the medicine and engineering. So, I will develop the system and design the system based on the doctors and nurse queries.
So they are using proportional integrated derivative controllers and control systems, feedback units, so that they can able to catch all those parameters by using the units. So the networking is the key role because after finalizing all those parameters, we need to implement in IoT. So it will be happen based on the uh, infrastructure unit as well as the source service as a software engineer. So it will be act as a playing a huge role for making an IoT process.
as in uh, so now we can move to the defined part, as a doctor, I play a doctor role. As I said before, like so many problems have been occurring in hospitals. So based on this, we have designed a sensor, IoT based controllers which can detect the BP level, blood pressure level, oxygen levels, and
SpO2.
SpO2, and also the pulse rate also. It have been playing a major role. Like it can be helpful to predict advanced, it can be predicted advancedly, and we can cure that problem easily. And in the same case, like doctors also monitoring, they are also using the some apps so that they can connect with the patient very easily, and they can make a plan to next what to do for the
So
patient.
some of the protocols like MQTT, message queuing transport protocol, which will be identify the concerned patient, and then it will be deliver the information to the doctors or nurse or some other those who are want to check the data. It will be very useful. for buying by passing the data.
So, in defined stage, as a nurse, they are taking the problems from the patients and clearing the form as a defined state. In that, as I said before, there are lack of manual errors, so they need a real-time smart monitoring system. By keeping that, the errors may be reduced, and live sessions often. Each heartbeat rate can be sent to a doctor or nurse, then they can according to that they can give the medicine to the patients.
Today's healthcare environment, so major problem facing by the doctor and nurse or continuous patient monitoring. So to overcome this problem, we are proposing vital signs that are measurement like
IoT
heart rate
measurement.
and temperature. We are using PID controller, that is
Proportional
integrated
integrated
variability, that ensures the feedback network that will provide a
solution to the patients.
technical solution.
So next we are moving to the idiot part. As an IoT developer, I play a major role in idiot part. So like developing solutions like connecting the sensors and connecting to the cloud source and using IoT protocols like MQTT or HTTP and enabling a remote access for data which ensures the doctor can access the data from anywhere.
So I act as a data analyst in the ID part. So data analyst suggests some AI technology which AI can predict the abnormal condition early. So by that it will help the patients when the patients can be treated before they become critical, and also they detect some abnormal issues before some
Small indications will be there so that concerned doctor or nurse to be know the concern status.
By this we can make the manual monitoring better than this.
So integration with IoT and AI will ensure the better system stability, sir. Because a manual measurement of the patient observation, due to that occurring so this may cause in the wrong treatment.
So the next stage is prototype. So I am act as a data analyst. This helps to predict the system. So by this we can analyze the patient alerts, and we can give some alerts to the doctor and patients. When they become critical, might the doctor or nurse can not be seen. So by this we can useful for them.
So they are having their own system. By that, they know about the particular patient's status. If it is in critical mode, then it indicate about some colors so that the doctors know about the concerned patient very easily.
So by that it will give some alert message for doctor or nurse in some situation.
So as an IoT developer, I develop the system actively, like developing a dashboard for real-time access to the data and connecting the cloud.
So from the dashboard, we know the status of the patient's health and its severity of the patients.
Yes, sir. And also connecting the sensors with microcontrollers and implementing alert systems for give alerts to the doctors.
So next is in testing part. As all said that we cleared that it is a smart monitoring system. From this, we can get without a manual. It can delay and time consuming is taken lot. By creating a smart monitoring system, it can clear the problems of a patient, and it is tested with the patient whether it is worked or not.
So from that, we have concluded that we have defined about all those parameters with the different 5 stages of design thinking, and we have concluded that if you are having all those parameters come together, so that we need to consider all those problems within this IoT region. So in future, it will be very useful to know the particular status of the patients as well as the conditions of the patients by using this design thinking approach. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.